Hi, I'm Ray Tanzen, Product Manager here at Personas. With the introduction of our 2.0 firmware for the StudioLive Series 3 mixers, we've added a new feature for user profiles. A user profile allows you to set up restrictions and permissions for specific users to access the mixer. Um, the user profiles, we'll take a quick look at how this works. You go into your user profile, you by default have an administrator profile. In addition to that, you're going to have 10 user profiles. And these user profiles can be configured with different sets of permissions. You can even link a project and scene to a user profile so that you can have the option of recalling it when that user logs in. You can set up passwords on the user profile, all just different ways of being able to set up the mixer for different types of users and use cases. So some of the most common uses for user profiles would be at a multi-use facility such as a church or a school or a theater, where you might have multiple operators and multiple ways that that mixer may be used for different events. So using the user profiles, you can set up a profile for different events, let's say for a wedding. You can set it up with a project that is all of the digital patching and the user layer layout and user function buttons functioning the way that you want to, specific for a wedding event. And then name that profile wedding. And then when you recall it, you can choose to recall that project along with it. Um, Maybe you have volunteers who are working on the mixer, or students working on the mixer. You can set up a user profile that will allow you to lock them out of changing certain settings like the preamps or your GEQs or your fat channel processing on inputs or outputs, and be able to restrict access to some of these things. You can also password protect your admin profile or other profiles. So you can prevent somebody from logging into a profile in the mixer where they can make changes to something that you wouldn't want them to be able to change. This is all the user profile features and functions. You can even limit levels, so you can make it so the mixes can't be turned up past a certain level. It's a lot of different flexibility in how you can set up the user profiles depending on what it is that you want to do for your particular need. We have a separate video that does a deep dive into the workflows of the user profiles, how to set them up, different ways that you can use them, that will go through all the details of what can be done in them and how it works and how to operate and interact with the different user profiles. So we encourage you to check out that video. It's a really cool, exciting new feature for the StudioLive Series 3 mixers. It's available on all of the StudioLive Series 3 mixers. So be sure to update to the latest firmware if you haven't already and enjoy this great new functionality.